Okay, welcome back, guys. I know it's been like 3 weeks since I've made a video. I've been going through a lot of stressful things, and I hope what I've been going through can help as many young adults, even adults, young families, people that are struggling or have struggled, are struggling. Just give me a listen. If you guys don't mind, maybe sharing this with your friends, people that are around you, maybe people that don't have parents or grandparents to help them through situations. Not that I didn't, I just did not use the people's advice around me that I should have listened to. Okay, I want to get that out first and foremost, that sometimes trying to handle things on your own is not always the best plan. I'm going to try to keep this video without getting emotional. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling. I just want to shoot it real, and I want to try to talk through kind of what's been going on. Okay, so the reason why I haven't uploaded a video in about 2 weeks is about 2 weeks Friday. Last Friday. We'll backtrack that. Let's go about a month ago, right? Taxes. Okay, it's big tax season. Everybody, so on and so forth, getting tax returns, so on and so forth. So we get our tax information January 31st, just like everyone else. So immediately we jumped right in. We're like, okay, well, let's go ahead and fill them out, because last year we waited till last minute, and that was, anyways, for a different video. But I come today. So we did our taxes, and come to find out we owed. I'll give you guys a ballpark range of $900+ Okay, I know that's not a lot, maybe to you guys, maybe whoever's whoever's listening to this video, watching this video, but it's a lot to me. It's a lot to my family. It's put in a lot of stress to our family that we didn't know about. Okay. Okay, so we found out we owed this money, right? So first of all, we went through TurboTax. I don't know if you guys use TurboTax or what you guys use. It's been a great site to go through, and it saves all your past job history and all your information, and then you can just carry it on to the next year, right? Okay. So what we did, we were like, okay, well, let's get on here, finish our taxes, do this, and we found out we owe money. And so I was like, okay, well, we owe money. Taxes aren't due to like April 15th, I believe. So let's put on TurboTax that we will pay. They can take it out of our account, or we will pay by April 15th. So we were like, okay, so now we got to save money. No problem, right? I mean, we can budget some stuff out. We can maybe not spend any money on metal in the shop and spend money, going out to eat. Maybe we can cut some back and cut down a grocery bill, and maybe not use the electricity as much, Anyways, all those things go into the whole process, right? Okay, so I was like, okay, well, I kind of got it mapped out where we can put back like $100 every week or so back in a savings account. It was more like every 2 weeks, so it was like $150. I was going to try to put it back for me and my wife every 2 weeks. That way we could, when April 15th came along, we could pay, right? So, let's see. So we did that January, February, like the 2nd. We did it February the 2nd. And, well, first mistake. Well, let me just tell you the story, and then I'll go back and tell you what we should have done. So we did that, filled all the paperwork out. We were like, okay, cool. You know, we got enough time. It's not real. We're not gonna have to struggle much. We just gotta, you know, really get down and make sure we're putting money back and not spending money and checking up on things. So then we got to it was my second paycheck, so I get paid usually twice a month, every 2 weeks. And my second paycheck comes in, and so I check my bank account because I'm about to move money over, you know, my savings account, so on and so forth. And as soon as I get in my bank account, I find out that the IRS took the $900 or $900 plus out of our account unexpectedly. So it kind of put us in a bad spot, seeing as we were having to save up for the money in the first place, seeing as we didn't have the money in the first place to pay this. And so first thing we did was call TurboTax. We're like, hey guys, what's up with this? Why did this payment come through? We have no money to be able to pay this, so on and so forth. So then they're like, well, we can't handle anything because it doesn't show anything on our side. You'll have to try to call the IRS. Well, you know, calling the IRS takes like 45 minutes to get to someone, and then that someone, you tell them all your information. They're like, oh, we can't help you. Let me give you to this person. Anyways, we were on the phone for like an hour and 45 minutes talking to the IRS. So then they get on there and they're like, well, we don't even show that we even billed you guys. And we're like, well, you did. You know, the money's gone. And so this was probably around lunchtime, February 15th, or 16th, 12th, I don't remember, whatever date it was. So we got hit with that news, and I was kind of like in the dilemma of what am I gonna do? You know, like what do people do in this situation? And as a guy, I'm like, I'm trying my best to provide for my family, and I'm trying my best to do the best I can, and then all of a sudden this happens. Well, I don't know if he'll watch this video or not, but he's absolutely my best friend. I've never had a friend that gives me so much advice, and he just happens to be the guy I work with. I won't put his name on here, but if he sees it, he'll know, and any of my close relatives know who I'm talking about. He's just been a fabulous help to me. He has always been there to give advice and help out, and he offered to lend me some money. And I was like, I can't. I'm not the kind of person to take money from anyone. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what's going on. I can't. Let me try to figure this out. Let me let you look at my funds, and let's see what we can do. Okay. So let me break it down to you. We had a house payment on the same day. We had to make a house payment. I had to make 2 car payments. So now we're looking at over $1,000. You know, we're looking at, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like $1,200 in payments, plus the light, water, and gas, you know. So we got that, and I was like, this is what I have. And fortunately, I had some money in my savings account that was for the house payment, because I try to put money in the savings account for payments that are larger than something that I can pay right out of my check, right? So fortunately, I had like $400 in my savings, so that helped out a lot. And he broke it down. He's like, look, you'll have like $20 to your name for the next 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, we got to do what we got to do. And his advice is just fat, man. If y'all can meet this guy, he is just to the T the guy you guys want to be around. He's got to be he's my best friend. But we've only known each other for like 2 years too, and he's just been such a help in my young marriage life. And anyways, another day, another time. But anyway, so I was like, okay, so if I transfer money from my account, then I pay all these bills, it leaves me with like $20, or I think it was like 40. Anyways, some higher. I mean, that was me and my wife together, and that wasn't even including insurance, which came out the next week, which was going to come out of her check, which left us with like no. Anyways, so that comes out. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just move all this money over here, pay this, and then let me pay the house payment. And then he walked me through what kind of needs to go on and how we can budget it, how we can do it. So I did that. And then the first week was going okay. We still had gas in our cars, so on and so forth. And then the second week, she got paid, and she forgot that her phone bill came out on that Monday. And then life insurance came out on Tuesday. And then her food for the hungry came out on Wednesday. That's like $120. So now her account's in the negative and we have no money. Luckily we got paid this Friday. But that was a struggle, man. We were, I know it sounds real, whatever, cliche, whatever you want to say, but we, fortunately we found change in the house. We ended up gathering, I think we had like $30 in change. And both of our gas tanks were on E. And we literally were going to the gas station and giving $10 at a time in dimes, nickels, pennies. Fortunately, my best friend took my $10 in dimes and gave me a $10 bill so they didn't have to count it. But I also had to do that again on Thursday just to get home. I had to give him $10 for gas in dimes. I know it sounds real petty and it sounds like I'm just complaining, but I'm really just going out there to tell you guys that whenever you're doing your taxes, if you owe money, please always put on there that you will write them a check. Don't give them the permission just to take it out of your account whenever they want. If you tell them that you'll write them a check, that check will go through whenever you send it. So that way I could send it April 15th. Then it comes out when I want it to. Not whenever they just want to say, oh, it's my money, I'll just take it whenever I want. It's made it very difficult for us in a young relationship. We've never really struggled like that before, of having no money. Looking in our refrigerator, anyways, I don't want to get all down in those details, but I just want this to be an educational video of saying, learn from my mistake. If you owe money or you're doing your taxes, please consult someone that's done taxes before. Please be there with someone that's been through it. Or maybe they've never paid in money and you're having to pay in. Talk to people. Other people care about what you're going through. It doesn't make you any less of a man or woman to just ask. And overall, I've learned that I can't control every situation. And that's one of those situations that were completely out of my hands and I could not do anything about it. I could do nothing about it, guys. So I've been super stressed out for like 2 weeks. Like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make it here? It's just, I know it sounds really petty or whatever you want to call it, but it's just, I've never had to struggle that way. And being a young couple is really stressful for us to have to look at life and do it this way. And But we've learned from this situation, just like I want you guys to learn from my situation. Just make sure you guys pay attention to what you're putting on your paperwork and your information, and what dates you're choosing and what's happening. Like I said, I just wanted this video to really be more of an educational style video of learn from what happened to me, so that way it won't happen to you. Because I've learned when it happened to me how I can fix it and make sure that I do it the smarter way, and I write that check and I take care of my business. I don't allow TurboTax to determine when my money comes out, or the IRS. It comes out of my personal way of doing it. That way, if I'm late, it's up to me. If I'm early, it's up to me. If I'm on time, it's up to me. Just like I want it to be for you guys. I know this has kind of been a really sad, or whatever you guys want to call it, but it's really been really difficult. And like I said, I really hope that this video gets shared to people that might have gone through the same things or going through the same things. And like I said, being a young couple, it's just been really difficult, and I'm sorry about this video being so sad or so cliche or whatever you want to call it, or and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to beg nobody for money. I'm not. Just like I said, I don't take money from anyone. I don't like that, and I don't want it to ever be that way. I'm just telling you guys that there's always a better ending to the day, and at the end of the day, all you can just do is try your best to always smile and always try to be yourself, even whenever I haven't been myself, and I couldn't even bring myself to make videos because I wasn't me. I was stressed out, and I was incapable of holding up to what I want you guys to know and to see. And I know I should have made a video just to show you guys the real hardship of what was going through my life, and how you can't just be happy every day. But at the end of the day, and after everything washes aside like it always does, you're always going to come out with a smile, because you learned, first and foremost. You did your best, first and foremost. And third of all, you always can count on yourself, your family, your friends, your wife, your best friend overall. And I want to thank you guys. If you want to leave any comments, just maybe saying that I'm glad you shared this information or whatever. I'd love to go in more detail, or maybe whatever you guys want. Hopefully I'll get back to normal videos, and I'm glad to get this off my chest and let you guys hear what has been going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember, try to be your best you every single day, even in the struggles. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Always subscribe. That would be always awesome. Much appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Peace.